Have you ever been ghosted? Welcome back to another episode of Midlife Playbook. I'm Matt, here with Naeem as always.
As always, I'm here.
Let's get this party started. They're already open, but
Already
that doesn't
open.
matter. It's
Drag 'em.
fine. It's
Yep.
totally fine.
Yeah. So, ghosted, huh?
Well, before we get into that, I want to give you a little fun tidbit here that I'm sure you're going to be able to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that bears don't poop during hibernation? They form a fecal plug.
That's disgusting.
Do with that what you will.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
Not when he's hibernating. He's got a fecal plug in. Is that a butt plug?
I don't
Does
know.
a bear have a butt plug in?
You think maybe they like roll up mud and twigs, and grass, and just plug it up?
No.
I don't know what they do.
How do they get it out? They have claws.
I tell you what, I wish sometimes I could have a fecal plug.
No, you want a butt plug? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
that's disgusting. No,
It's the same thing.
No,
Where's the fecal matter come out of?
because it's fecal matter that
Where's
just
it
plugs.
coming out of?
I know, but can we move on?
Yes.
Because I'm about to throw up.
This is gross.
I just don't want to poop in the middle of the day when I'm out trying to work.
So have you been ghosted?
Is that
And what
too
is
much
it?
to
And what
ask?
does it mean?
Ghosted.
Yeah.
Ghosted,
Have you been
remember,
ghosted?
that's the whole
We've
skit.
touched on that before, haven't we?
Yeah, the whole second date update where people go out on a date and they think everything went well, and then for whatever reason, the person just doesn't respond to text calls,
So one
emails,
person just
nothing.
falls off the face of the earth.
falls off the face of the earth. Which is, it's stupid to call it ghosted
Yeah.
because really, the person who got ghosted
Yeah.
is the ghost.
I think the ghost is the one that disappears, right? So it's the person that disappeared.
But ghosts don't disappear. Ghosts appear.
Oh, here we go.
But then they can
But then
disappear.
they disappear,
again.
right? So they appear. What are you looking at? That great picture.
I'm looking at
behind us?
Brian.
Takes up most of the screen, big head,
Right.
Brian.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Look at that noggin. Look, it looks like a watermelon with wearing headphones.
Yeah, tune into
Jesus.
YouTube so you can see what we're talking about. But anyway,
So ghosts
ghosted.
disappear and appear. So I'm a ghost. I appeared in your life, and now I'm going to disappear, and I don't want to talk to you.
All right, I'll go with it.
Has it happened to you?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
A lot or just one?
No, I've been ghosted one time in my
Oh,
life.
now we got to hear about it.
And it was right after I got divorced.
Yeah.
And I went on a date with this girl. And here's the thing. I really liked her.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot.
Right.
And it got to a point where we were chatting a bunch and we went
Yeah.
out on one date. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then she just wouldn't respond to me.
Really?
And I'm like, what happened? I mean, look at me.
Yeah,
Come on.
You're not seeing
Really?
on YouTube. And
You gonna
Naeem
ghost
is
me?
Naeem is a very good looking dude. Got $1 million smile.
No. I'm not. It's
Smooth
none of that.
skin. You can see it shining.
I am totally joking on that note. But really, the thing is we had such a great time, and I told you I liked you, but you, for whatever reason. So, and I think ghosting could be one of the most immature moves that you can make as an adult.
Yeah, so she never just stopped responding altogether.
Totally stopped responding. Wouldn't answer my calls. Wouldn't answer my texts.
So you have
and
no idea what happened.
Oh, I do, because
Oh.
I was a persistent little badger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I went in and I just sent her a text message. I said, hey, listen, I've texted you quite a few times now, and you haven't responded to me. I know you're getting the text message, but if you're talking about ghosting somebody, that's childish. That's immature. I'm an adult. I thought you were an adult. If there's a reason that this wasn't going to work out for you, simply tell me that so I can process this and move the heck on.
Right.
That got a response.
Oh, did it?
Sure did.
Wow.
And her response was, I don't think we're in this for the same reasons. She said, I'm looking for somebody to settle down with. I don't think you are. I know you just recently got divorced, and I don't think we're on the same page. So therefore, I just chose not to respond to you. And I said, thank you. I appreciate that. I wish you the best of luck with all of your future endeavors.
Did that make it better?
Yeah.
That you got that
Because
response?
I know. But
Yeah.
that's why Second Date Update exists on that radio show, and they've been doing it for 20 freaking years.
Yeah.
Because people, I just want to know.
Right.
Everybody's not going to like me. There are people that haven't ghosted me that just told me flat out, you're an asshole.
Well, I guess that's better. At least you know how they feel right out of the gate.
and you know what? And I appreciate that. So just tell me what it is and we'll move on.
It's happened to me.
All right. Talk about
years ago. There's not a whole lot to talk about. It's been a really long time. probably early to middle 20s, trying to figure out who you are and who you want to date. And I know that there was a girl I went on a date with. I thought we had a great time. Tried to get a hold of her the next couple days and nothing, and I never found out.
No?
No.
So
I
that
I
was it.
wasn't persistent though.
That was it.
So after she ignored me for probably I don't know, a week of intermittent messages and calls that got fewer and fewer, I
Mhm.
finally just stopped.
Yeah. Done.
I never knew why, I never understood why, I never saw her again, didn't run out to her in public anywhere.
Yeah.
Just poof.
Well, good.
So
It's a
I don't
good
know what
thing.
it
It's a
was.
good thing it didn't work out.
I get probably. Who knows?
Probably.
Did I
No,
say that wrong?
yes. God, every episode, you can't help yourself, can you?
It's like I'm gonna need a bathroom in the
Okay, let's
garage.
rewind the tape 5 seconds.
No, it's good.
Okay.
All joking
You're
aside.
glad it didn't work out,
Yeah,
right?
it's perfect that it didn't work out.
There you go.
Right.
My
Everything happens for
man.
a reason, right?
Exactly,
Everything
exactly.
happens for a reason.
And I'm so thankful that mine didn't work out, you know?
It's funny. They always talk about life choices
Mhm.
and kind of the consequences of your choices. And throughout your life, this series of events or choices that you made to lead to where you are today.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Can you think of, because I can, because I've thought about this in my life before.
Yeah.
Can you think of in your life one single move that you made,
Hmm.
big or small,
Yeah.
that completely changed the course of your life?
Yeah.
What is it?
Not going to college.
Okay. That's a big one.
That's what it was.
But you do all right.
Yeah.
You're good.
But could I have been doing better?
We could all do better.
Right.
I could have got my master's.
Right. It took me a long time to get where I'm at.
Yeah. But
Like
you're here.
a long time.
You're here. Look
Right.
at you.
Right. But that's my thing.
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
thing. Looking back on it, like what would have been different
Yeah.
had I actually gone to college like a grown up,
Hmm.
and I didn't.
But you know what? There's always instances where we say woulda, coulda, shoulda. And
Right.
instead of looking at it, and I'm not saying that you are looking at it with
Right.
regret, but we just have to look at those as learning experiences
Yeah.
and take
Yeah.
this new acquired knowledge we
Yeah.
have and
Yeah.
move
Yeah.
on.
It's definitely a little bit of regret for me,
Hmm.
for sure. Right.
Eh.
I'm doing okay in life, but I know I could probably be doing a little better.
What if you went to college and met somebody else and
Well, so
then
right. So
now you're 3
this is the
kids?
whole leading to one choice leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably
man.
probably never meet Jamie.
Right.
Right. Meet somebody at school, maybe. I don't know.
Mhm.
So did it turn out fine in the end? Yeah, it turned out fine.
Turned out great.
But that's the one moment in my life I always look back on. I'm
Say,
like,
what if I did this a
that
little differently?
decision, you're at this fork in the road, college or not, and I chose not,
Mhm.
right? So I feel like that was the first biggest decision of my future.
Yeah.
Right out of high school, I didn't go.
Well, you're here now.
Right.
And I'm glad
I'm
you're
here
here.
now. I am too.
You probably wouldn't know me.
I wouldn't know any of you
I
guys.
wouldn't know you.
Right.
Yeah, you might not even be well, I know you wouldn't be living here. You'd be living
Who
somewhere
knows?
else.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knows what kind of degree I would have gotten, where that job would have taken me,
Mhm.
where I'd be.
Yeah.
So it's like turned out pretty good. Would I
Turned
have
out
turned
pretty
out
damn
pretty
good.
good the other way too? Who knows?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I'm living in my own reality right now.
Yeah.
Good family, good friends.
You could have went to school to be an investment banker,
Right.
made a boneheaded decision, then lost all of your money
Yeah.
and lost all of your clients'
Yeah.
money, and then you jump out of a 20-story window.
Right. I mean, yeah. You
Could
never
happen,
know.
right?
Right.
So,
Right.
there you go.
Yeah. It's yeah, that was it though. That was my moment.
Okay. Okay. I've got 2, but there is one in particular where I know this one action.
Yeah.
I squeezed the brake on my motorcycle.
Mm,
It changed the entire course of my life. So, I'm gonna make a very long story very short,
okay.
but in essence, I was 24 years old on my motorcycle, and I was still in school because I took a couple years off and I just wanted to, work a little bit, and I wasn't ready to be in school. But anyway, so I was in school and I had plans to get my finance degree and move to New York and be my uncle's apprentice who worked on Wall Street.
Okay.
And I was going to go into the financial world,
Man.
moving to New York.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And this was in North Carolina when I was in school. And one night, we're all on our motorcycles and I'm leaving a parking lot. We're in the process of leaving. I
Okay.
squeezed the brake on my bike because I saw one of my buddies. His name was, I don't even know, Russell, I think was his name. I was like, Russ, what's going on, man? And so he's like, hey, what's going on? Hey, yeah, blah, 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 blah. He's like, hey, my wife's putting on a fashion show in 2 weeks. I want you to be in it. I said, all right, cool. No big deal. I'll do that. I go to this fashion show and there's this girl there and never seen her before, but she stopped me in my tracks
Mhm.
and I had to get to know her. So I got to know her, turned out dating her for 3 years. She was 1 year ahead of me in school and she moved to Jacksonville, Florida to go to law school.
Okay.
So instead of me pursuing my finance degree and
Yeah.
moving to New York and doing all
Okay.
that, I moved my ass to Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
That relationship didn't work out.
Right.
I ended up moving to West Palm Beach,
Okay.
living down there, pursuing my career that I'm in now. And
Ta-da.
that eventually led to meeting my kid's mom.
Right.
And then that morphed into being married to Alicia now.
Wow.
But if I hadn't have squeezed that brick,
Right. And just going on about your business.
yep,
Never talk to
my
him.
life would be 100% different.
So that's your fork.
That's my fork. Yep.
Yeah. You didn't even know it at the time.
Did not know the implications
Right.
of stopping and saying hi
Right.
to somebody.
Right.
Totally changed my life.
And I didn't know either, but that's pretty powerful stuff.
I mean, it's crazy, right? So you
Right.
think about these little actions we take
Yeah.
throughout our day. Like sometimes people are pissed because they got stopped behind. They're at a train track,
Right.
because I'm running late for work.
Right.
But you know, but guess what? Maybe there's a higher power playing, his hand here, saying,
Right.
"Guess what? You were about to get T-boned at the next
Right.
intersection."
Yeah. I've seen stuff like that happen to me
Mm-hmm.
where I'm driving somewhere and I get stopped behind slow traffic or something, and I'm in a hurry. And then I get around the whatever car that's slow, but then right in front of me, I see an accident in the intersection happen
Could have been you.
within that 10 seconds that it could have been me.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, it was somebody else.
Yeah.
Is it?
Wild, man.
It is wild to
Life
think
is wild.
about, but the fact that you can pinpoint it,
Yeah.
like I can too,
Yeah.
because it's something that just completely changes your trajectory,
Yeah. One little decision.
completely alters everything. It changed what you were going to do in school and all the things.
Yeah. So
Mine changed, not like it's the same kind of thing though. Changed what I did for careers
yeah.
moving forward.
And your career, that's what you spend the majority of your
Right.
life, your adult life doing,
Right.
and
Mm.
making that decision.
It's good stuff, man.
Oh, we got
That's some good stuff right there.
All right.
All right. So I got some more questions for you.
Okay.
These are some more would you rather, and it's kind of on the theme. We're talking about ghosting and relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So these are questions about your relationship.
Okay.
I have not read over these questions ahead of time, so we're going to see. We're just going to get into it.
My favorite saying lately has been, "We'll see."
It is what it is. Would you rather go on a date night every week or a vacation once a year? This is easy.
Oh, date night every week.
Date night every week, all day.
Vacation. We're going
And
on like
vacation.
six a year.
Date night every week for
Yeah.
sure.
Uh-huh.
If you, I think it's like you have to choose. Would you rather go on a date night every week or a vacation once a year? You have to choose.
Date night every
Date night
week.
every week. Yep.
Yeah.
Easy. Here's another one. So all these questions are you have to choose. It's a would you rather.
Okay.
So you have to choose between two options. Would you rather be with someone who is always on time or someone who never gets angry?
Mm. They're always on time?
It says, would you rather be with someone who is always on time or someone who never gets angry?
I'd rather be with someone who's always on time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
What
me
about
too.
you?
Me too. Have to be on time to everywhere.
Here's why, though.
Yeah.
Because the person who's on time is going to be a little anal, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're gonna work you up a little bit.
Right.
And I think in your relationship, you need to get worked up a little bit. You gotta have something that's excited about. Because sometimes, if the person who never gets angry does something to piss me off,
Yeah.
and I want to be pissed off, and I want to
Right.
get a rise out of you, and just get that fire and that passion
Yeah. Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
and I can't do it, it pisses me off even more.
I mean,
No one wants to be with some sap who's just, oh yeah, everything's great.
well,
yeah.
I tend to agree with that. If I had to choose between the two, it would be somebody that's always on time.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between the two. All right. Number 3. Would you rather receive a love letter or a special surprise gift?
No, I don't want to contradict myself because we talked about the love languages. I said gifts
Mhm.
was last on my list.
Right.
I do
Receiving
like
gifts.
them,
Yeah.
but
In this case, you
last.
have these two choices. So it's okay.
Receive a gift or receive a love
It's
letter?
receive a love letter or a special surprise gift.
I'm gonna go surprise gift.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Then I want to hear yours because the words that you can put on a love letter
Mhm.
can be expressed through the action of the type of
Yeah.
special surprise gift.
Yeah.
So you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with the gift.
Right. I am kind of on the other side of this.
Okay.
I like the love letter, um, especially if it's just like 3 or 4 little sentences, something you can
Mhm.
kind of fold up and put in your wallet
Yeah.
and look at it repeatedly, and it's kind of a gift also. So these 2 are kind of the same thing
Yeah.
because you have to put thought into a love letter. You have to put thought into a special gift,
Right.
and both of them are tangible things that you can see, you can touch,
I
right?
think they have equal impact.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're
Yeah.
going with that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do too. I
Hey, let
agree
me
with
ask you
that.
this question. Have
Yes.
you left any little special notes around the
Not in a really
house
long
for
time.
Jamie?
No.
Do that
Mm,
tonight.
yeah, not in a real.
Do it tonight. 'Cause you can
Right.
do it tonight before this episode airs.
And then she'll say that I
It'll
just did it because you told me to
it'll totally catch her off guard.
until she hears this.
Bros helping bros. Listen, we gotta keep each other on our game. We got some catches for wives,
We
and I'm
do.
not trying to
We
lose them.
do. I
You
know.
know?
I know. I agree.
Alright.
I definitely outkicked my coverage. Oh my goodness. Okay. Would you rather have a long engagement or a short engagement?
Short.
Short.
Nope.
We had a long
Why?
one, not necessarily by choice, but
Mhm.
we met later in life. We did things kind of backwards.
Mhm.
So we had a long engagement.
Okay. Would you do it differently?
Um, I don't know because the end result was the same either way.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think the long engagement can be good based on making sure things are right. And I don't know. I don't have a
Yeah.
great answer for this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't have a great answer for this one.
My my theory on it is if you date, you should date long enough to know. And when
Right.
you ask to marry that person, especially if you're already living together,
You have
you
a
know,
you.
that's the big determining factor is can you
Right.
live together?
Right.
But if I've dated you and I asked you to marry me,
You
I
already
already
know.
know I want you to marry
Right.
me. So let's
Right.
just go ahead and do it.
And you're also fairly confident they do too,
Well,
or you wouldn't be asking. I mean, real in
they should
reality,
say they
right?
better say
Yeah.
yes,
Right.
or else we're
Correct.
gonna have an argument.
Correct. Oh, that's a good one. Would you rather plan your wedding together or have it as a complete surprise?
No, no surprise.
Our wedding was a surprise. Jamie,
Nice.
have I told you this story?
No.
So when we got married around the same time that our daughter was having a birthday.
Okay.
So we invited everybody over to our house for a birthday party for her at the time.
Mhm.
It was really us getting married also.
Who was planning the surprise? You or
We
she?
we
She
just
was.
talked about it together.
Oh,
One day we started talking about, we were engaged. We're like, okay, what do we want to do? What kind of wedding do we want to have? And it just kind of conversation led us to we just wanted our friend ultimately we wanted our friends and family there
mhm.
as is with no pressure to buy us gifts, no pressure to dress up, no pressure to worry about bringing your kids or not. We just wanted everybody we loved and cared about to be able to come there and feel free and have a good time.
I really, really love that.
So, birthday party was the ruse.
Right.
So, here's where it got really fun. So, one of her good friends in life that she's been friends with forever is a photographer.
Mhm.
So, there's our wedding photographer.
Beautiful.
Under the ruse of, hey, stop at this bench in front of our house and take fall family pictures together.
Oh, sweet. So everybody gets fall pictures too?
Right.
Look at that.
Number two, the person that married us, the I don't know what they're called, but she was also a lifelong friend of Jamie's.
Ah, the officiant.
Yes. So
Yes.
the key is neither one of those two people looked out of place.
Ah, okay.
That's the key.
Huh.
And then the only one that looked out of place was so we didn't tell anybody except her brother and sister-in-law because they lived in North Carolina at the time. And
Okay.
she really wanted them there. So her brother and sister were the only or her brother and her brother's wife, sister-in-law were the only two that knew what was happening, other than the photographer and obviously the officiant. Excuse me.
I absolutely love this idea.
So the brother and the sister-in-law show up. Of course, everybody knows they live in North Carolina. Like, what are you doing here?
Mhm.
And the sister-in-law's parents lived in Cleveland.
Okay.
So, we're just passing through on our way to Cleveland to see my mom and dad. We thought we'd stop for the birthday party,
Perfect timing.
right? So, birthday party starts. Everybody's there having a good time. The officiant is running late, like hour and a half late.
Damn.
This party's starting to wind down. You can only go to, it was like, I think our daughter was 2 at the time, 2 or 3. You can
Oh,
only
yeah,
be at a
you're on a clock.
you can only be at a 3-year-old's birthday party for so long, right?
Right, right.
So, it's to be like an hour and a half, and finally she shows up, right? So right away we had to go in, we had to put the plan in motion.
Okay.
So we were engaged at the time. We had been engaged for 3 years.
Gotcha.
And the whole conversation was, "When the hell are you 2 gonna get married? You had your kids. When are you getting married?" So, I got everybody's attention in the whole, this is at our house we live in now, by the way, in our
Mhm.
living room. Got the attention of everybody in the house. And I was like, "Hey, I have an announcement to make, everybody. Everybody's been wondering when we're gonna get married. When's the date? Well, we have a date for you guys. We wanna share the date with you now so you can make plans. And the date is in 5 minutes. We're getting married today."
Nice.
That room, when I tell you, you could hear a pin drop for a good couple seconds where people were processing what was happening, and
Right.
I'm just looking at them, and then I mean, it was fantastic,
I love it, man.
fantastic.
You did so many things there. So many things right. Like,
Yeah,
what's a even if you're trying to do a wedding on the cheap,
yeah,
20 grand,
yeah.
right?
So our
So
wedding cost $500
beautiful.
because we spent money on our daughter's birthday cake
Mhm.
and our wedding cake. We had to hide the wedding cake. So, I got that fridge in the garage?
Yeah.
So I had to hide it in there, right? So
Okay.
people are coming to the house, they're wanting to put their beer in there, and they're wanting to, like, do stuff. I'm like,
Get the hell out of my
"You
fridge.
can't go in the fridge." But it was just, we just want people there with no pressure.
Right.
Didn't
And
want 'em to,
but that's a beautiful thing. People don't have to worry about what to wear. They
nothing.
don't
They
have
can
to
bring their
get you a
kids. We
gift
didn't
because
care.
at this age, we don't need
We
wedding
don't need
gifts. We don't
gifts.
need gifts. We don't need the
Right,
money. We don't need the this. We
right.
don't need that. Just come party with us.
But I will tell
That's
you
it.
this, in the back of my mind, ever since that, women like the event.
Mhm.
I think more than men for the most part. I won't say everybody, but for the most part, I think women love the event of the wedding. So in the back of my mind, I'm always like, "Man, does she really want one?" Because she didn't have
Ah.
it. She didn't have the walk down the aisle, dad walking you down the aisle, the whole, none of that happened.
Just gotta renew your vows.
Right.
There
So,
you go.
anyway, moving on.
So, yeah, but my wedding,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
party of the
Oh,
effing century,
your
man.
wedding was
You
off the
remember
chain. I remember parts of it until I
that?
don't.
Right. I think everybody's
Oh
in the
my
same
god.
boat, blackout moment. But
Oh my god, that
you
was
fun
fantastic.
fact about our wedding, we did
Yeah.
not play one slow song, not one
You
single
didn't, did you?
slow song. Not even her father-daughter dance, not the
Right.
mother-son
I do
dance.
remember that.
Everything upbeat, fast, go. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun.
It was
Man, that
awesome.
was a great, it was a beautiful night too. It was
Yeah.
outside partially.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
downtown, right by the
Downtown,
ball, right by
about
Great American Ballpark. Oh, no, it's
Bengal
Paul
Stadium.
Brown. It was
Yeah,
by
Paul
the,
Brown.
well,
Yep.
Paycor now, whatever
Looking
it's
in there.
called. That was a great night. So that's the other side of it, right?
Mhm.
So your night, I know, probably took all kinds of planning and preparation, and it was fantastic.
You know me and Alicia,
I
we
know.
didn't plan a whole bunch of
Well,
any
somebody, yeah,
we
I
just
know.
did a whole bunch of yeah, sounds good. We met with our caterer
Right.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gave us some food. We both looked at each other. We were like, "Would you order this food again?" We said, "No." He comes back and we're like, "All right, you're hired."
Yeah. No, it was great though.
Right. It was
So
because we
your,
just don't want to waste time with all
right,
that minutia, you
right.
know?
But your wedding was fantastic.
Thank you.
So
Thank
that was the, so as we're at your wedding, I'm also having these thoughts of, man, is she hating me right now?
you. Ah,
Because
man,
you didn't,
it's fine.
maybe it's fine. I don't know.
Well, just say, "Hey, we saved
Right. Oh,
$19,500."
who knows how much we saved?
Right.
It was $500, like, and that was just for like the food and the ice and the cakes. That
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah.
We didn't have to pay the photographer. Didn't have to pay the officiant. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
man. What else you got?
Moving on, moving on. Would you rather have a big family or a small family?
Big family.
Big family?
Yep. For obvious reasons.
Yeah, we have big families. I'm good with that too.
Mhm.
Would you rather stay in or go out for date night? Mm. It's a
I'm gonna
coin
go out.
toss.
I'm gonna go out because
Yeah,
I can come back home.
yeah, yeah. For me, I'm kind of on. I do have both of these feelings: going out for date night and staying in.
Yeah.
It's hard to say what I would choose in that mode. Depends on how I'm feeling, right?
Yeah,
But we do
absolutely.
enjoy going out though too.
Yeah.
So Would you rather spend a day together doing something active or relaxing at home?
Active.
Yeah, I'm relaxing. 16 years in, bro. I'm
I don't know, man.
relaxing.
It's these are weird would you
They are
rather's
weird.
only
And again,
because
I
like
know.
one of our favorite days, just like you, is
Yeah,
sitting by the pool having
right,
cocktails,
right.
doing nothing,
But
watching the kids
that is
play.
so much fun, though.
So much fun.
Yeah, I told you I didn't read these questions ahead of time. I wanted us
Yeah.
both to be surprised. We're surprised. All right. Oh boy. Would you would you rather be with someone who makes you laugh or someone who makes you feel safe?
Laugh.
Yeah, laugh. I think women want to feel safe though from their man. I don't know.
I don't know. Lish.
Yell at me in the comments for that one.
I think she would sacrifice safety for laughter. I
That's
think
what
she would.
well, that is what white people do.
Yes,
They
you do.
always sacrifice safety for laughter.
Soon as
For
it
some reason, I can never get you to join in on my ridiculous ideas that I have.
well, for obvious reasons, my color will not allow me to, sir.
Last one. We gotta get out of here. Man,
Yeah.
well,
I gotta
we're,
go cook
you
dinner.
don't have
Yeah.
to cook anything. We're
Oh,
not. Would you rather have a partner who is a great listener or one who gives great advice?
oh,
You have to choose.
God, just be a good listener.
You have to
Just be a good
choose.
listener. I don't
Yeah,
advice, man. Like assholes, everybody has one.
right. Good listener.
Yeah, just be a good listener. And
I
if
think
I
we're done
ask you
here.
for your advice, give me your advice.
I know. My advice is we're done here.
All right, we're out of here. See you guys.
See you guys. Thanks.